Yo, everybody, how y'all doing? Once again, it's your favorite entrepreneur, your boy, official Tyree Samuels. So before y'all do anything else, go ahead and click on that subscribe button so y'all can stay up to date and get all the notifications that are going to get dropped every single week. Now, we're going to be sticking to what we've been covering this week, which is going to be the foreign exchange market. Now, you have to ask yourself, are you a scalper, intraday, or swing trader?
Just pick one. They all cost the same.
Now, if you're a swing trader, this is going to be the video you definitely want to watch all the way through the end because we actually have a treat for you guys. So there's going to be a strategy that's going to help you grow your account the slow way, right? If it's fast, it will not last. So we want to actually test it and see if slow and steady
wins the race. You're only competing with yourself.
In fact, actually wins the race. I'll see you guys on the next clip, family. Peace. Yo, everybody, back at it again. Favorite entrepreneur, your boy, official Tyree Samuels. So go ahead, like I said, don't be shy. Go ahead and tap on that subscribe button so we can go ahead and make sure that you guys are going to be up to date with every video that's going to be dropped every single week. So you're the first person to get the notification. Now, as the video is titled, does slow and steady actually win the race? That's what we're actually going to be talking about today. So we're not going to waste too much time. We're just going to go ahead and dive directly into it. So first things first, we're always going to start off on the headquarters, right? IM.center. So from IM.center, what I actually want you guys to do is I want you guys to go straight to go live. Okay. Now, whenever you go live is going to be where you guys are going to come to be able to get all of your trading information and get access to all of the educators that are going to be here consistently every single day. Now, the Forex Basics tutorials is basically just going to be a few videos showing you how to be able to navigate through the website. So definitely make sure you take your time to go click through these. It's only a couple minutes for each video and so on and so forth. Now on Go Live, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to scroll. Then I want you to come locate steady. Okay. Now, after you locate steady, where you're going to notice is there's going to be 3 different educators. Now, the thing I want everybody to be aware of is all of these products, most of these products have multiple languages. So for instance, if you were to go to the Spanish channel, you would also be able to find steady educators that specifically speak Spanish. But for English, this is going to be them. Mauricio actually does bilingual, to be 100% honest with you. Now, with that being said, these are going to be the 3 educators you're going to focus on. Now, personally, for me, the thing I always recommend is the first person you want to start on is going to be Starboy. Okay, Starboy is actually going to be one of the co-founders of the Steady platform, which focuses on high risk to reward setups, right? Small stop losses, big gains, and swing trading opportunities. Okay. Now, as we scroll down, what we're going to pay attention to is we're actually going to look at his favorite sessions, and he actually has 3 different videos. So with these 3 different videos, I want you guys to watch all 3 of these videos, right? And these 3 videos are going to start helping you understand how to be able to come and maneuver on a daily basis to be consistently profitable utilizing the Steady platform. Okay. So the very first educator I recommend that you watch is going to be Starboy. You're going to go to the favorite sessions, watch the 3 videos. Okay. The next person you're going to go to is going to be John Dollery. Okay. Now, John Dollery in his favorite sessions is going to have more videos, but it just means it's more information that's going to help you become a beast, right? So you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. You want to start off on the first video that says elements to a trade setup, trading plan, and 7 steps to entering a trade. Whenever you go watch that, you're simply going to start working your way up. Now, as you notice, he has 1, 2, 3 videos, and then it basically starts a series, right? Lesson 1, all the way up here to where it finishes off with like lesson 4. But as you see, he breaks it up. So you guys definitely want to make sure you're taking your time. You're not binge watching. You're going through all the videos. He's going to show you exactly how he trades. And on top of that, if you guys did not notice, they're actually giving you their schedule. So him and John actually go live 2 days a week. They all actually go live 2 days a week. So Justin is going to be Mondays and Wednesdays. John is going to be Mondays and Thursdays. Mauricio is going to be Wednesdays and Thursdays. So let's also talk about Mauricio. Now, as you guys see, I need to actually go and renew my Steady Swift, but Mauricio is actually going to be a part of Steady Swift. So if you do not know, Steady Swift is actually going to be the $10 add-on that you have for Steady, to where he and somebody named Morellis is actually going to be sending out all of their trade ideas to Steady Swift. So I need to obviously make sure I go renew that, and y'all make sure that y'all add that on as well so that you guys have complete access to it. And as you see, Mauricio goes live Wednesdays and Thursdays as well. Now, with that being said, we're done with the go live, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to im.center, okay? And now, actually, I take that back. Sorry about that. Let's go back to go live, right? The next thing I actually want to be able to show you guys on go live, even though you saw that there were 3 individuals on the steady channel, if you actually go to pick a channel and select the FRX Go Live library, you're actually going to get a little more access, okay? So the first thing I want you guys to be able to see is John Dollar and Starboy actually have a session separate of the steady channel that's actually on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you do not currently have steady, you can actually tap into that, go watch some of the pre-recorded videos and kind of get a grasp of what exactly this is going to be. Okay, so I definitely want to be able to show you guys that. In addition to that, Steady has somebody who's not officially a part of their platform, but it's like an unofficially official, right? Similar to like if you got a rapper that's repping, you know, a label, but he's not actually signed to the label. This is going to be Lex Waves, aka Andre Boyd. Okay, now Lex Waves is going to be an individual that also, if you do not have access to the Steady yet, he's going to be somebody that's included with the regular Forex, and he's going to be teaching in the same manner that all the Steady educators do. So he goes live 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. If I click on him, it's going to all be the same thing. Okay. For him, you definitely want to be able to imitate and go to the favorite sessions. You're going to scroll down to the bottom. And personally, for me, you can watch all of these videos if you want to. You would do better watching John Dollar's videos. But for Lex Waves, these 2 videos specifically that talk about narrative and trend bias along with market structure and Fibonacci inefficiency, you definitely want to watch at least these 2. Okay. All the other ones, to be honest, as long as you start hopping on the sessions Monday through Thursday in the morning, you're going to be able to start grasping all this information at a very excelled rate because he goes into extreme detail on every single setup and every single day that he actually does live trading. Okay. Now, we're actually about to go ahead and go back to im.center, okay? So now you guys know the 4 different educators you want to tap into: John Dollery, Starboy, Mauricio, and Lex Waves, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go dive right into where it says strategies, okay? We're actually going to select where it says strategies. Similar thing, make sure you guys go through the handbook so you actually know exactly what's going on and how to be able to take advantage of everything. But we're going to actually scroll down. We're going to look under where it says FRX Academy, and we're actually going to select the option that says steady. Okay. Now, whenever we see the option that says steady, let's actually look at the description real quick. So the description actually says a strategy that gives you institutional market ideas, right? The style is swing trading, right? The market is for foreign currencies. You can also use it for indexes, indices, commodities, and crypto. And then as you see right here, the steady Swift aspect is going to be an optional second tier add-on, which is also going to be a strategy that gives you institutional market ideas. It is more so scalping, right? And it still does the foreign currencies along with all the other ones. So we're actually going to go click on that, right? We're actually going to click on that. So if you click on that, you guys can actually see they're going to have a few videos that they're going to walk you through showing you exactly how to be able to use this. So even after you watch this with me, I want you guys to be able to hop off and take advantage of that. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to be able to do is you guys are going to actually see maybe next week or later this week, I'm going to do a separate video explaining how to use the Steady app. Okay. Because Steady actually has an app. But for this portion, I'm just going to show you guys how to use the desktop version, but the app is basically going to work the exact same way. It's just going to look slightly different because it's on an app version versus a web browser. Okay. Now with Steady, it's going to work like this. The first thing that you guys want to make sure that you do, if you come over here, right, and then look at where this bell is that has the number 1, I'm actually click on it. Okay. I'm actually click on that bell. I'm going to open it up in my desktop and I'm going to show you. So Steady actually has a Telegram. Okay. So within this Telegram, you guys can see they're going to give you updates. They're going to let you know when the educators are about to go live. They're going to give you a notification when there's a new trade idea. They're going to let you know whenever you want to delete or remove a previous trade idea that was actually called out. So you guys can actually see today is actually July the 6th. So today they called out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They called out about 7 to 8 trades just today. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't necessarily always call out that many trades, but the more the merrier. So you would be taking advantage of that. So those trade ideas, at the moment that you saw the alert, right? So at the moment that you saw an alert that said new trade idea, Dollery, which is going to represent John Dollery, who's the co-founder, this is what you actually would do. So let me put my handsome self back up here, right? This is what you would actually do, right? So if I hover over where it says strategies, if you just have regular steady, you'll click on steady. If you've added on steady Swift, then at that time, what we actually do is if you see one of these alerts that has the word Swift attached to it, whenever you go check, you would look at the Swift tab. Anything else that doesn't say Swift, like if it says dollar, if it says Gene, by default, that would just fall underneath regular steady. Okay. So if it does not say the word Swift, it's just going to fall under regular steady. Now, after you get the alert saying, hey, new trade idea by Dollar, new trade idea by Gene, new trade idea by Justin, and we go check, this is what we actually want to be able to do. There's going to be 3 different panels. There's an active panel, there's a pending panel, there's a closed panel. Let's talk about what this means. If you have something in the active panel, it usually means the trade idea is already active. Like if it was either a market execution or a pending order, it is currently active. Okay. If you have a pending order, that means it's a buy limit or sell limit. And when it activates, usually they're going to move it over to the active folder. Okay. The closed folder should be self-explanatory. That's whenever a trade has already ran its distance, either to complete the targets or to unfortunately hit the stop loss, right? Now, what we can actually look at is how do you know how recently the trade idea has been sent out? I got you. If you look under active, I want you to notice this most recent one was sent out 124 hours ago. Now, if I know today is July the 6th and they sent out these trades earlier today, it would be no possible way that this is one of those most recent trade ideas because it was 124 hours ago. But these are under active. So these trades that were called out are probably more so going to be pendings, okay? So if we see sell limit, it's also symbolized by a sell with the color red. A buy limit would be symbolized with the color green. Now you guys can see you have an NZD JPY. They're going to give you the entry, multiple take profits, and the stop loss. It was called out 5 hours ago. GBP USD, entry, multiple take profits, stop loss, called out 6 hours ago. So it does apparently look like GBP USD was called out twice. It's the same information. So that was probably an accident. You also had USD CAD, as you guys see. Same thing. And then you also had CAD JPY, which was actually a trade idea that they call it to delete. So example, you see CAD JPY right here. If you would have put in CAD JPY, it is 100% your due diligence to stay up to date in this chat to see the updates. So you should have seen, hey family, please remove any pending orders for CAD JPY. After further analysis, I have changed my perspective on how price is moving. So that's something that you guys definitely want to be able to focus on. Now, in addition to that, what you guys can do is if I actually click on this picture, okay, notice how each one of these have like a little blue circle. It's actually going to show me the chart that they marked up and then drop for me to be able to visually see. So if you guys are looking at this, you can actually see that this was a trade I did on NZD JPY. You can clearly see the short position tool that he has with the green and the red up here representing the stop loss. You can see where his entry is by this thin black line. You can also see up here that it shows 60 minutes representing 1 hour. And that's also NZD JPY. So even though it says 15 minutes, it does show over here that it was on a 60-minute chart whenever he sent it. So this is something actually pretty cool that you guys can do. I'm gonna refresh it real quick. And while you're actually on steady, if you guys are not aware, they're actually giving you access to a chart on the scanner. So for anybody using the desktop, you can literally do something like this. So I can type in NZD JPY, and then I can actually figure out on the chart what my parameters are. So since I know it was off the 1 hour chart, I'm gonna do this, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a horizontal ray. I'm gonna make it blue, make it a little bit thicker, like so. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the information. So it says that price was called at, which represents the entry, 78,590, okay? 78,590. All right, perfect. Now the text. I don't have to put a text, but I'm gonna just put entry just because I want to. So bam, we'll make that, whoa, I don't know what I just did. We'll make that bold. And we'll put that on the top and then move it to the right. All right, cool. So we got our entry based off of this, right? 78,590, 78,590. Now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what our stop loss would be. So I'm actually make it red. I'm going to put SL representing stop loss. And then I'm going to also make it the same parameter they have written out over here, 78,785. All right, perfect. So that's going to represent my stop loss, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and do these take profits. So I'm going to make that green, okay? So I know that take profit 1 is 78,200. 78,200. Okay, bet. So that would be take profit 1. So I can actually go here and I can type out TP1. Okay, perfect. Now we'd be looking for TP2. So TP2, which would be represented right here, take profit 2, 77,900. Okay, perfect. All right, bet. And now we're going to be looking for TP3, which is 77,500. So they're giving you all of the information. Your job is to figure out how many pips you're risking and how many pips you're going for. Because if you notice, they're not saying, hey, you're risking this many pips, you're going for this many pips. So if you just randomly put in the trade idea without factoring in what the lot size is, that is your fault, okay? It's 100% your fault, right? Now, the thing I want you guys to be able to focus on is with Steady, right? On the app, after I do the video, they're actually going to be able to give you guys a calculator, a lot size calculator that you guys can use. So I'm going to definitely make a separate video for a lot size calculator. That's not what this video is about. But ultimately, what you're now going to do is you're now going to pull out your either long or short position tool. So remember, short position is for a sell, long position is for a buy. So I would just line my short position tool up right here with my entry. Okay. I'm going to go make sure it's perfect. So it says 590, not 591. So let me adjust that. My stop loss is going to be 78,785. So 78,785. All right, perfect. So I'd be risking about 19 and a half, or you could just round it to 20 pips on this position. So I know if I'm picking my lot size, I would be risking about 20 pips. Okay. Now let's see what my targets would be for, right? Because it's all about what can I potentially make back, right? So 78,200 is take profit 1. That would be for about 39 pips. That would be a 2-to-1. That means whatever I'm risking, if I'm risking $10, I would have made 20. If I'm risking 20, I would have made 40. If I'm risking 40, I would have made 80. Okay. Let's see what take profit 2 could have gotten us. So take profit 2 is 77.9. All right. So take profit 2 could have actually yielded us about 69 pips, which would have been about a 3.5 to 1. So if you're risking $10, you would have made about 35. If you're risking about $30, you would have made about close to 100, right? And then the final TP, as we see, is 77,500, which would have been for an astounding 109 pips, 5.5 to 1 risk to reward, which if you're risking $10, you would have made 50 plus. If you're risking 50, you would have made 250 plus, so on and so forth. So as you guys can clearly see, right, this trade idea hit all targets, right? And with that being said, guys, this is basically, going to be the conclusion to be able to show you guys exactly how to use Steady, an example of how to be able to, factor in how many pips you're risking by taking this information and either plugging it in on this desktop version, or obviously you can go to TradingView, put that information in, and now you know how many pips you're risking versus how many pips you would actually be going for. Like I said, I will be making a separate video going over lot sizes and risk management and things of that nature, but that's not what today's video was about. So before y'all do anything else, definitely make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed this video, because I want you to understand with this type of trading, you can actually lose more than you win and still make money. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. You can actually lose more than you win and still make money.
Like what? What?
So this is going to be Steady, right? I want you guys to definitely make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you like this video, you already hit subscribe, so don't stop there. Go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. And I'm going to see you guys at the top, not from the top, because the bottom is too crowded. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. We're dropping content all year long, and I hope you guys stay tuned because I have a big treat for you guys on the next video. See you, wouldn't want to be you. Peace.